Hello students, in this particular video we will study the advantages and disadvantages of tidal power plant. What are the merits and demerits? So we will discuss advantages first or merits. Tides are easily predictable, so you can predict when tide is formed because we know that tides are because of the gravitational force between sun, moon and earth. Okay, so we can predict when tides will form. So that is one advantage. Inexpensive to maintain, there is no maintenance cost involved here, and this is a reliable and renewable source of energy. So tidal power is independent of the rainfall and its uncertainty. Okay, that is one main advantages. And high energy density than other renewable energy forms. It produces no greenhouse gases or other waste, so tidal power generation is uh, free from pollution because it does not produce any harmful waste. Okay. Uh, then tidal turbines are 80% efficient, which is higher than solar and wind energy generators when it compared to renewable source of energy generation. And barrage reduce the damage of the high tidal surges on the land. So it does not require large area for construction since it is in the base. That is one more advantage. And a peak power demand can be effectively met when it is coupled with the thermal or hydroelectric power plants. So these are the advantages. The main and very important one is it is renewable source and easily predictable, and there is no harmful effect. When it comes to demerits, its initial construction cost is very high because construction of a dam and natural if it is there is no natural basin arrangement is available, we have to create the basin arrangement. Okay, so that is one important aspect. And the second one is due to variation in tidal range, the output is not uniform. Okay, the output will vary, and effect on animals and plants and living tidal plants living near the tidal station. And the turbines have to work on a wide range of head variation, so the efficiency of the plant is going to affect. So there is a fear of machinery being corroded due to corrosive seawater. So that is one important very few suitable sites for constructing. Disturbs migration of living creatures in the ocean. Okay, water cannot be replenished, and hence dirt gets selected within the coast. It produces power only about 10 hours of the day when the tide is moving in and out. And in addition to this, construction in sea is found very difficult. That is one more deficiency or one more demerits we can highlight. And also the tidal power plant may cause damage to the other natural uses of sea, such as fishing and or navigation. And cost of the tidal power plant is not favorable. Okay, choice of turbine is forced is find difficult. The time of occurrence of power cycle is fluctuating, and introduces difficulties in the planning of load sharing. Okay, and most importantly, sedimentation of basins are a main problem in tidal power. Okay, so there are many demerits we can highlight. Next we will discuss about the environmental aspects of tidal power. So first one is emission of electromagnetic fields. Okay, interference with animal migration and movements, noise during construction and operation, alteration of waves and currents, and alteration of substrates, sediment transport and deposition, and change in habits of benthic organisms. These are the environmental aspects. Okay, so we have to consider. Next we will see the site requirements of tidal power. So tidal, as usual, we know large tidal range is required. So the site should have a large tidal range, then large basin area for storing sea water. So any tidal power plant should capable of storing large quantity of water for energy production with minimum dam construction. Okay, and to achieve a high storage capacity, the site should have located near estuary. Okay, and it should be nearer to load center, so that to minimize the transmission requirements. And as I mentioned earlier, the minimum dam construction cost involved in the dam construction should be minimum, so we should select a large basin area. Okay, and it should be easily accessible for rail road. There should have uh, that accessible, because to transport the material for the tidal power plant. So these are the important things we have to consider while setting up tidal power plant. Most importantly, the tide formation.